Today I will present to you the interpretation of the vision of the meeting of the sun and the moon in a dream. There is no need for much fear if you see in your sleep the sun and the moon. It is known that your vision of the meeting of the sun and the moon indicates some indications. It is possible that these connotations have positive and negative effects. Seeing the meeting of the sun and the moon with a bright light is evidence of the fulfillment of wishes, and it could be a great livelihood. Seeing the sun and the moon is evidence of a lot of good, high positions and promotion at work, and lawful profit. If he sees a person turning into a sun in a dream, it indicates positions and a prestigious position in society. If he sees the sun and the moon rotating around a person in a dream, this is evidence of fear of the future and unexpected problems. The sun and moon turn black, indicating financial loss. Interpretation of the vision of the sun and the moon for single women. Seeing the sun and moon in a single mother indicates that it will be a sign of reaching the long-awaited dreams. And if the single woman saw the presence of the moon and the sun in one meeting, this is evidence of happy news, her engagement, and her joy in the near future. If the sun is a bright moon, this is evidence of the goals and achievements it has achieved. Seeing the sun and the moon for single women is evidence of abundant wealth and livelihood, in addition to an indication of parental satisfaction. As for seeing her without light, there is evidence of crises and problems in her life, but she overcomes them. If she saw the sun and the moon falling from the sky, evidence that one of her relatives had contracted the disease. Seeing the sun and the moon. Seeing the sun and the moon together in a married woman's dream, and she was shining, indicates stability and marital happiness. Seeing him in a dream without a bright light or light indicates that many marital disputes will occur. If she sees the presence of the sun and the moon in her home, this is evidence of her children being raised in a righteous way. The presence of the sun and the moon on her bed is evidence that she will be pregnant with a child in the near future, or that she will hear good news. Seeing the color of the sun turning red indicates moral corruption and committing sins. Seeing the sun and moon for a pregnant woman. Pregnant women are more likely to suffer from psychological disorders as a result of pregnancy. Therefore, she is exposed to a lot of vision, such as seeing the sun and the moon, which helps her with psychological comfort and relaxation. There is no need to be afraid when a pregnant woman sees the sun and the moon meeting in her dream at the same time. Evidence of thinking about birth. But if she sees the light shining, the evidence is to facilitate her birth without fatigue. If she sees the color of the sun and the moon turning black, it is an indication of the many problems in her marital life. The sun and the moon on her bed is evidence of some trouble. While if she sees that the moon precedes the sun in the sky, this is a sign that she is pregnant with a male child. Interpretation of a vision of the meeting of the sun and the moon in a dream for a man. When a young man sees the sun and the moon in one place, it may indicate the near happiness of his marriage. Seeing the meeting of the sun and the moon is evidence of lineage, money, and prestigious positions. Seeing the sun on the moon in a dream will get a lot of good and livelihood in life. Interpretation of seeing the meeting of the sun and the moon in a dream for a divorced woman. When a divorced woman sees the meeting of the sun and the moon, it indicates the many disturbances she suffers from. Her life may be unstable, and there are some crises. But the opposite, if a divorced woman saw the appearance of the sun in a bright and strong way in a dream, evidence of livelihood and a promotion in the work position. While if a woman sees a solar and lunar eclipse, at the time, in a dream. This is an indication of her suffering from some psychological stress. And here our episode ends, and we meet you in new interpretations. Do not forget to always support us by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and activating the bell to always receive everything that is new to us. Bye.